Hello children, hope all are fine and healthy. Myself, Mrs. Kokila Bhatia, teaching Maths 1st Standard 8th in Shet Vidya Mandir English High School and Junior College, welcome you all. Today we are going to learn and discuss lesson number 11, Statistics. Average. Children, we have learnt average in our previous standard. Can anybody tell me what is an average? Yes, average is used to describe the scores that you get by adding two or more scores together and then dividing by the number of scores. In other words, we can say to find the mean of numerical data, we add all the scores in the data and divide the sum by the total number of scores. The average is called as arithmetic mean or simply mean in statistical language. For example, the number of pages of a book Harish read for 5 consecutive days were 24, 56, 17, 83, 100. Find the average number of pages he read every day. Now children, suppose we want the average of 24, 56, 17, 83, 100. Simply find the sum of the numbers. Now when you add 24, 56, 17, 83, 100, when you add you get 280 and then you have to divide it by 5. So when you divide it by 5 you get 56. So what is the formula for the average? Average is equal to sum of all scores divided by total number of scores. Now sum of all scores, you have added 24, 56, 17, 83, 100 divided by total number of scores is 5. So now when you have added, you got 280 divided by 5. After dividing 280 by 5, you are getting 56. So average of the number of pages Harish read daily is 56. Statistics. Collecting information regarding certain problem or situation, analyzing this information and after interpretation, drawing conclusion about it is a separate branch of knowledge. This branch is known as statistics. Now children, what does statistics means? It means to collect information first regarding any problem or situation and then analyzing it and then coming to the conclusion. Frequency table. Frequency refers to the number of times an event and value occurs. A frequency table is a table that lists items and show the number of times the items occur. We represent the frequency by the English alphabet F. Now children, to calculate the mean data, frequency table is to be prepared. Now to prepare frequency table, we have to follow steps. We have to follow few steps. First, remember that frequency table will be in 4 columns. Now in the first column, you have to write the scores in ascending order as x1 less than x2 less than x3. In the next column, you are going to write the tally marks. Now you will ask me, what is tally marks? Now tally marks are the representation of the data in the form of vertical lines. We put one vertical line for each of 4 counts. The diagonal line is put for the 5th count. These marks are tally marks. Now you can even ask me, what is the difference between frequency and tally marks? Now tally chart is used to record data as it is counted and frequency is the total number of times that each data occurs. Okay children. Now in the third column, You are going to count the tally marks of scores and write the frequency of the scores denoted as F1. Then write the sum of all frequencies below the frequency column. The total frequency is denoted by N. Now in the last column, you are going to write the product of F1 and X1. The sum of F1 into X1 is denoted as sigma F1 into X1, where sigma indicates the sum. Arithmetic mean is denoted by X. So the formula for this will be, because you have to find out the mean data. So therefore mean is equal to sigma F1 into X1 divided by N. Let's solve one example of frequency table. The number of members in the 40 families in Bihar are as follows. The numbers are given. Now prepare a frequency table and find the mean of members of 40 families. Now in frequency table, children, what I said, we are going to make 4 columns. In the first column, we are going to write the number of members, that is score, which is denoted with X1. So we are going to see which is the smallest number there, that is given up 1, and the last number, that is 7. So how many members are there? 7 members are there. Now tally marks. Now what did I say? What is tally marks? A tally marks is used to record the data. So 1. Now in 1, how many times 1 has occurred there? Let's see how many times 1 has occurred. Yes, it has occurred 2 times. So in tally marks, we are going to put the vertical line 2 times, and in frequency we are going to write the number 2. In the fourth column, what we are going to do? We are going to find the product of F1. What is F1? 2. And what is X1? 1. So 2 multiplied by 1 is 2. Now the second, that is 2. Remember 2. Now how many times 2 has occurred? Let us tally how many times 2 has occurred. Yes, it has occurred 8 times. But in tally marks, how we have put? We have put the vertical line 1, 2, 3, 4, and the fifth one we have put a diagonal line so that we understand this is 5. So after 5, again 3 vertical lines. So it has, the frequency is 8. So again in the last column, what is the frequency? 8. And what is the number of members? 2. So 8 multiplied by 2 is 16. Now the third score. Now 3, how many times it has occurred? It has occurred 7 times. So again in the tally marks, we are going to put 4 vertical lines with 1 diagonal line and 2 vertical lines. Again in the fourth column, F1 is what? That is frequency is what? 7 is to be multiplied with number of members, that is 3. So 7 3s is 21. Very good. Now the fourth member. Now how many times 4 has occurred? Let us see how many times 4 has occurred. Yes, 4 has occurred 8 times. Again in the tally marks, we will put vertical line 1, 2, 3, 4, and with 1 diagonal, that becomes 5, and then again 3 vertical lines, which becomes 8. Now in the fourth column, you are going to find the product of F1 and X1, that is 8 into 4 is 32. Then the fifth member, how many times 5 has occurred? 5 has occurred 7 times. Again in the tally marks, 1, 2, 3, 4 with a diagonal line which shows 5 with 2 vertical lines, that becomes 7. And in the last column, the product of F1 and X1, that is 7 into 5 is 35. Then in the sixth member, how many times 6 has occurred? 6 has occurred 6 times. So again, the vertical line in the tally marks 1, 2, 3, 4 with 1 diagonal which shows 5 plus 1. So and in the last column, the product of 6 multiplied by 6 is 36. Now 7. The 7 member. How many times 7 has occurred? 7 has occurred 2 times. So only 2 in the telemarks. You are going to put only 2 vertical lines. And in the last column, the product of F1 and X1. That is 2 into 7, which gives you 14. Now lastly, what you have to do, you are going to add, as I told you. In lastly, what you are going to do, you are first going to add the frequencies denoted by n. So now when you are adding the frequencies, you have to get 40 as it is given in your question. It should be 40 members, 40 families, sorry, not members, 40 families. So when you add, you get n as 40. Then in the last column, what I said, you are going to find out the sum of F1 and X1. So F1 into X1. Now when you add 2, 16, 21, 32, 35, 36, 14, you get 156. Then you are going to find out the mean. Now for mean, I had told you the formula is mean is equal to sigma F1 into X1 upon n. So what is your sigma means what I said? The sum. So sum of F1 into X1, that is 156. And what is your n? N is 40. So 156 divided by 40. After cancellation, you get 39 upon 10, which is equal to 3.9. So the mean of the members of the 40 families is 3.9. Am I clear, children? Hope, children, you have understood average, statistics and frequency table and how to calculate the mean data with the help of frequency table. I would like you to do practice set 11.1, and I stop here and I'll continue with this chapter in my next session. Thank you and God bless.